Well, we all know that dogs are man's best friend, and it's an undeniable truth that they provide so much more than just companionship. The therapeutic qualities that dogs possess can be a massive help for both children and adults alike. Well, since 2022, Service Dogs Saving Lives is an organization dedicated to altering the staggering data of lives lost to suicide. And their hope is to provide loyal canine buddies to those struggling with mental health issues. And that's why we are so happy to welcome in Mary Louise Embry, an ambassador and communications director with Service Dogs Saving Lives. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk to Delmarva.
Okay, well, let's start off by, can you first talk about how you got involved with the organization?
Yes, you know, all causes are important and we like to support them, but most of the time people get very involved when it's personal. And for me, it is personal. In 2015, my nephew, Joseph Johnson, took his life by suicide. And yes, and that tragedy has eventually turned into, well, find a way to walk in the light, and that is the development of this organization in memory of Joseph. He was 34 years old, had a lot more life to live, so we want to help others, other families, because almost every family has been touched by death by suicide, either a good friend or a family and a member, and so we want to help families find a way to help prevent the death by suicide, and service dogs are an amazing way to do that.
Sure. So what kind of training do these dogs go through?
So basically we do three things. We partner, we provide, and we educate. So in the partnering is with two very, they're nationally accredited organizations that train service dogs. And so we provide the service dogs to people with severe mental health challenges and people who have had suicide ideation. And so with that said, the dogs are dedicated specifically and trained specifically for people who have mental health challenges, which is different from other purposes for service dogs.
Sure.
And then our education piece is we raise awareness amongst high school students. There are other ways to deal with their mental health challenges. And so this is an opportunity to find a tool in the toolbox.
Yeah. So what has it been like to see people who benefit from the services?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Our track record is these two schools who have been training dogs for over 40 years, they have never lost a person once they have been assigned a service dog for this purpose. So that's a pretty good track record.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yes.
So you have an event coming up later this month. Tell us about that.
We do. We had an event last year in Ocean View, and this year we'll be in Lewis, Delaware. And we ask everyone to come out. We're going to be raising awareness. We're going to have speakers, including the founders. My brother and sister-in-law, Paul and Linda Johnson, will be there from Florida. And we also have TJ Webb, who many people are familiar with, who is a decorated senior corporal at the Milford Police. And he will tell his story and how important he understands the importance of service dogs. So that'll all be happening in two places. We will be at the Rollins Community Center in downtown Lewis near the library from 3 to 5, and then at 5:30 we want everyone to come on over to the Wheelhouse Restaurant, where we'll be having a fundraising there for very enticing silent auction items and enticing hors d'oeuvres there at the Wheelhouse, which is right there on the wharf in its beautiful setting. So we're hoping that people will join us all day and, well, all afternoon and evening. Let me correct that. And we will have other groups like the Pause for Reading people and the different ones who know the importance of animals in helping with mental health.
Well, it sounds amazing, and we'll have all that information on our website, DelmarvaLife.com. Just click on what's happening today. Mary Louise Embry with Service Dogs Save Lives. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome.